it's definitely difficult when people don't understand it and they go, just stop worrying. It's a weird, because you have to be like, well, I have a mental disorder. It feels like it's not always that respected as a thing.
Put your hands together right now for Mr. Joe List, everybody. Oh my God.
But comedy is completely controlled by me, so your anxiety is sort of at bay for that moment at least. And you sort of feel worthy. I feel strong, and I'm doing this thing. My Aunt Betty, she's a big source.
And he is. Some of the funniest minds of the stage and screen are coming together for an all-new documentary. It's tackling an all-too-common mental health topic. It's called The Anxiety Club. It follows several comedians who have discussed their own journeys with anxiety throughout their careers, while offering a humorous and uniquely relatable view on the disorder, which impacts nearly 300 million people worldwide. Joining us this morning to talk about this familiar topic is filmmaker Wendy Lobel. Nice to have you here. And comedian Joe List. Nice to see you. Did you meet Melba?
We did, yes.
Oh my God, lovely meeting you both. But thank you so much for being vulnerable and for being open to allowing people to know that, look, you're not alone. You're not alone. Question for you, Wendy. What were your expectations in making this film? What was the message that you were trying to relay?
Well, first of all, I have anxiety. And so, I know what it feels like. And I know that there are a lot of people suffering out there. People who don't even know that they have anxiety, or people who know they have anxiety but don't know what to do about it and feel very isolated. So the intentions for the film were to reach people with anxiety so that they feel that they know that they're not alone, and that there's help out there, and also to reach people who don't have anxiety but maybe love somebody who does, so that they can better understand them.
Joe, do comedians suffer from high anxiety?
Yes, most of them. I don't want to say all of them, but I think most of them, for sure, are freaking out into... I love the analogy of it's like a duck in water, like underneath it's just like, oh my God! And then the top, they look like they're quite calm. Some do.
I feel like we all can kind of relate to that. We were talking about that in the commercial break, like Sunday night into Monday.
Yes.
What is that?
It's
scarred from childhood?
And it's scary. But, it is scary, because I'm looking at my Mondays going, what the world am I going to do? But I also love that this destigmatizes anxiety, but it also shows that healing is possible.
Yeah.
That was my takeaway from it.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like I've never been more comfortable in my life. I'm cured.
From the documentary?
I watched the movie and I was like...
What did you do?
I watched the movie and I was like, I'm fine, I'm better now.
Well, we filmed with Joe a few years back, and it was sort of at the height of his anxiety, or, he was doing a lot of material about anxiety at the time, a lot of stand-up about it. But you've really worked so hard. I mean, you've done meditation, therapy, running, right? You've done a lot.
Day. I'm sedated right now. I'm on heavy drugs right this second.
Are you?
No.
You're a comedian.
I'm joking.
Yes.
No, but I mean, it's meditation, it's therapy, it's exercise, it's all kinds of, all day long. I'm listening to podcasts about mental health. It's just a 24-hour, I avoid my parents. It's just everything I can do.
How are you going to deal with Thanksgiving dinner? Because that's causing me a little anxiety.
Oh, I'm dreading it. Yeah, I don't know. I hide under the table.
How does one know that they are dealing with anxiety? What are the signs?
Well, I mean, I think it's an uncomfortable feeling. I mean, it's different for everyone, but I would say that if it's affecting you, the symptoms are affecting you on a daily basis and making it difficult to do certain things. If there's a lot of fear-based activities, meaning if you're avoiding things, if you're over-apologizing, over-researching, if you're feeling some physical symptoms, it could be in your chest or in your stomach. But if it's something that's affecting you on a day-to-day basis, it probably means you should talk to someone.
We have another clip from your documentary, The Anxiety Club.
My Aunt Betty, she's a big source of my anxiety. I don't know if you guys ever met her. She was a babysitter, late 80s, early 90s. And one time she was babysitting me. She said this to me. This is a true story. I was 8 years old. This is where my anxiety began. I was 8, and she said, Joe, my biggest fear. She told me her biggest fear. I didn't ask her what her biggest fear was. I was 8 years old. I didn't give a shit about her fears. But
She told me anyway. She said, my biggest fear is that when I go to the bathroom, there'll be a man hiding behind the shower curtain waiting to get me. And I was like, well, that's my biggest fear now also.
I could see how that could happen, Joe. All right, listen, how can we see this stock?
Okay, so until December 1st, it's going to be available online at docnyc.net. And then we'll keep you posted in terms of where people can see it moving on.
Joe, you have any comedy acts coming up?
No, I just did the biggest show of my life in New York, and so I won't be back here for a long time. I really mistimed this, but we filled it out. We did Town Hall. It was awesome. So I'll be around the city.
Congratulations.
Thank
Joe
you.
List, Wendy Lobel, thank you so much for sharing with us this morning.
Thank you. It was
All
amazing.
right.